How's everybody doing today? Yes, yes, I know I'm late, but I have a good reason this time. I swear. I swear. Let everyone know for the most part that I was gonna run a little late. And I'm actually glad. Because everyone knows I'm normally not a big fan of spending money on movies and all that bullshit and buying a bunch of psychotic made in China action figures. You know, but this is the one movie I've seen where they actually didn't fuck it up. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad at all. How you guys doing?
I'm tired and I'm gonna kick your ass for not doing this sooner.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry
pretty
about that.
shot
Just
myself,
wait till
but
February. I'm gonna nail your ass to the wall.
I'm sure you will. The good thing is we can actually use nails now. I made sure to ask the nice people that let us live here. They said, yeah, 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 nails are fine. Just make sure, before you guys move out, cover the shit up and so on and so forth. It's like, all right, cool, yeah, all right. So it's all good because I've been taping everything, like getting like scotch tape and those little, hanger, what you call them things. Yeah, they suck. The little command strip things. Those things are pieces of glorified shit.
uh, I used those things in college, and it's funny watching everything when it starts to sag because they don't last too long, and
Yeah.
the shit just starts to slowly come off of the walls.
Hmm.
Well, at least now
Yeah.
you can actually nail shit up there. Do yourself a
Thankfully,
favor,
yeah.
use a stud finder. You don't want to be sitting there just punching holes left and right looking for shit.
What's a stud finder?
You seriously don't know what a stud finder is?
Uh, Not really. No.
All you.
What the
Go ahead.
fuck kind of man am I in a relationship with? What the fuck? You don't know what a stud finder is?
No.
Okay, when I go up there, we are go. Do you have a Lowe's or a Home Depot?
Yeah. Chances are I've seen
Just
one.
answer me yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, that's where we're going, and I'm going to introduce you to the world of carpentry.
Okay. Cool. That's the one trade I actually suck.
Yeah, and I don't. So, I made a birdhouse before I ever fucking took a shop.
Nice.
Yep. I think I was like 12, grabbed my dad's circular saw and decided I'm going to make a birdhouse. Sure as fuck did.
Nice. All right.
It's
Cool.
funny. My grandmother's out there. She's using your circular saw. My dad's like, and? She's going to cut a limb off. Because she knows how to use it. She's watched me plenty of times, watched, her uncle plenty of times. I didn't cut anything off.
Yeah, I lucked out. I had people that would actually teach you how to do shit. I came from the school of thought that you should actually teach children when they're young how to do shit and how to pay attention to how they're doing shit. And when there is somebody who didn't pay attention and lost body parts because they weren't paying attention, you actually introduce them to that person. Like that was my father's belief. So we would go to he would introduce me to different people and like I'd learn about how they lost whatever body part they lost, and it was always traumatic. But yeah, he taught me how to like basic carpentry when I was a kid. It was I that was just a skill you learned. How to use a saw, how to use a hammer, how to use nails, how to measure shit. How to work wood. It's scary that that's actually like something that's like becoming lost.
Yeah. I mean, I know some woodworking, but I mean, carpentry, not really my forte. I mean, I know carving and things like that. I just haven't really done the, more of the professional woodworking stuff.
Well, basic carpentry, like look, I'm not going to sit here and like wag my fingers at you or anything of that nature. Like, oh, he lives. What's going
Hello.
on?
How the hell
Holy
are
shit. Irv.
Oh my God,
Irving.
it's Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, Jeff, I do have to say, man, hey, I seen that Thor movie. you did fucking great. You did fucking great as the Grandmaster. I love that.
And Jeff,
One of my most
I
fun-
honestly, I thought Gina Davis had killed you by now. I mean, come on. You know, I know you and her have been like going at it, but you disappeared.
You and she. Sorry, that was my best Jeff Goldblum impression on the fly. Come on.
Double pun.
How you been?
Pretty damn good. You guys, I hear.
He's tying one on again.
He's been waist deep in pussy. That's what
Oh yeah! Oh hell yeah! This is the Jeff fucking Goldblum we're talking about, and this guy's
Burnside's
always
getting that February. What? He's flying me up for Valentine's Day week.
Yep. And I have secret plans that I am not going to tell you, but you will enjoy it. I promise. I'm not going to screw this up.
Good, because I don't want to have to bury you in the snow.
It's Chicago. I'm surprised there's not snow already. I mean, we've had a light bit, but I mean, goddamn, it's actually been a very warm summer. Like, I'm starting to scratch my head and go, maybe it's that global warming that I thought Al Gore was full of shit about. I mean, like,
you'll be one of the homicide statistics that they don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, you know, you're probably right on that.
Isn't that mostly?
Look, I'm definitely open to opinion on that because seriously, this is like the 1 year where it's actually been pretty warm, and I'm like, wait a minute.
And it's been pretty fucking cold down here. Take your fucking weather back.
I would love to have it back. I miss digging snow trenches to go and hide from the crack babies and all their weird ethnocentric color gang sign thingamajiggers and spasms and shit. Because you know what? So, believe it or not, snow is actually pretty good cover because they have shit for accuracy. So the higher you make it, the taller they seem to think you are, you know? I mean, I got like this stool and this little ladder thing that I usually get on, and I start just, like making my snow trenches and shit. I put little Polish flags in there for the neighborhood. And most of these guys, I don't know, I guess they're colorblind or something. So they grab their testicles a couple times, say a bunch of funny things, and attempt to shoot at me. And I just, just leap off the ladder and then they actually, never get hit. Works every time. Like seriously, with how these guys are aiming, it's like, are you trying to shoot the window of the house 4 stories down? And I mean stories because it's like literally, if you were to drop stories to your left and to your right, lengthwise, because I don't know how many that is in yards or feet, but I know roughly stories. It's like they're missing me by almost a fucking mile, and they're hitting like the old lady down the street. That's definitely got a few things
one
that
story
she's
is
gonna
10
shoot back
feet.
at. Oh, okay. So they missed me by at least 40 feet. At least 40 feet they missed me by. And they go hit the old folks a couple doors down. And they come out, start yelling and bantering and wave this old-ass bolt action that's probably from the First World fucking War. It's funny. I sometimes wonder, wait, I'm in the city? Okay. Because it's like some of these people walk outside their houses, start yelling in weird European languages and shit, waving around fucking museum antiques because, hey, it's the only thing you can't regulate in the city. So, Jeff, how's things been going since Thor Ragnarok, man? You look like you've had a hell of a Christmas.
Look, December's always busy for me, okay? If you look back over my video history, December dries right the fuck up. Real life stuff, busy at work, busy. Like, I've also got my birthday in the same month, lots of family stuff to do. And now I'm seeing a woman. And, yeah, so.
Oh!
Yeah, no, he's with Gina Davis.
And yeah, like I've had so little time, and the poor girl can't handle the camera. I don't know if you guys noticed that. She can't separate herself from the show. So as soon as I look at the chat, she's like, "Oh look, I look retarded," and she's pointing and talking to the microphone and shit. So yeah, but anytime I say, "Hey, you want to go fucking shitpost on the internet?" She's like, "Yes." So yeah, we've been firebombing chats, and yeah, it's been a good time. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you bothered to look at the chat lately.
Oh shit! Did anyone get hit with that lag, or was that just me?
Just you, I think. I hope.
Just you.
Fucking
Right
all
now.
right. It's like goddamn mayor. I fucking tell you, that
Yeah.
asshole. Because like you were in the middle of saying something, Jeff, and the next just. And I was like, oh, you got to be fucking.
Well, Herb, thank
Well-
you for handling the chat. You know, you're the man for that.
My fucking pleasure, dude. I actually had a really good time with that, especially when they decided to tell me that I'm next. Oh, that was funny to me.
You know, the thing in all of this is, and I don't know, maybe it's just me personally. I don't know. I'm upset about, about Six taking the extended vacation he went on, you know. Whatever, he's got a lot of shit he's focusing on right now with work and other things. And that bothers me, but Six's decisions are Six's decisions. I'll talk to the man when I talk to the man. I don't want to make any snap judgments because I haven't spoken to him really about anything yet. So it's one of those things. I don't want to read something into it. Like, it's one of those things where I could be equating it to these, goofy douches, and it couldn't even be them. It could actually be that he just decided he wanted to go on walkabout on his own. Six is a wildcat like that. He makes his own decisions, and yeah. So I might be reading too much into this. I mean, let's be completely honest. These are a bunch of keyboard orangutans.
I like that.
They sit there, they punch the keys, they put together, a couple of sentences, maybe they whip in a $10 word or two, and okay, good, we got this, and boom, they put it out on Twitter, and then they just sit there and stream and pull their dicks, for about a good 6 to 8 hours. Apparently, that's now they're doing this marathon streaming. I mean, how the fuck can you sit there and say something about somebody's mother, somebody's dead father, somebody's family, dog, whatever else, over and over again for 8 hours? And what? There's only so many ways you can cook something. There's so many ways you can skin a cat. That's even a better analogy.
Yeah, let them. Look, these guys ain't got a life. I mean,
Well, it's not let them. How the fuck? I've watched the streams. I mean, my God, Burnside, it's like watching paint dry.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Like, I wouldn't. It's not that I care about it. It's what I can't fathom it. Like, how can you have that much interest in yourself where you can sit there and just talk for like 8 hours about the same shit? It gets dull. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about.
Well, what I can understand is why they make up fucking lies about shit. Because they don't know what goes on behind the fucking scenes. And I'm going to call a fucking few people out. Last kid pick, you fucking bitch. Let me tell you. You don't know what happened between me and Hong Kong Phooey. I spent fucking hours day in and day out on the fucking phone with this dude. Spent 6 months of my fucking life. And you don't know what fucking went on. I don't give a fuck what's going on between you and him now. You two can fucking have each other. When that motherfucker comes after you, just like he said in our DMs that he was going to take down the 4 fucking people that I told about me and him. If me and him wasn't together, why is it I had to promise him not to tell anybody about us? And I broke that promise. And ever since then, it's been hell on fucking wheels. And Tazen Viper, he was going to come after you too, because you were one of the 4 people that I fucking told. And you are a trifling, slimy ass motherfucking piece of shit, because I thought you were my friend, and you want to sit there and say I sexually harassed Demon Hobbit? No, it was me and Demon Hobbit had a fucking thing going on. So anybody who wants to fucking lie and say I did this, I stalked this person, I fucking harassed this person, I have thousands of fucking messages between me and these fucking dudes. I have their fucking phone numbers. I even sent the motherfuckers money. And I have that fucking proof too. Okay? These motherfuckers dox me. Yeah, let me make something clear. Yes, my 18-year-old nephew got charged with fucking attempted statutory rape of a 14-year-old. Yes, he's a piece of shit. I disavow him.
Sure, you want to go ahead and
No, it's already out there because it's already been posted. Okay,
All right.
he's a fucking piece of shit. My nephew's a piece of shit, and he deserves to fucking die. Okay, yeah,
All right.
my sister burnt down the fucking building because she was supposedly making meth. I don't fucking know and don't fucking care. So, you know, these people want to run their motherfucking mouth thinking they know the whole fucking story or they think they know me or whatever. No, I tell what I want to be fucking told. You don't know me from a goddamn hole in the ground. And y'all can all go fuck off. And, you know, it's supposed to be the fucking holidays and I'm going to bite my fucking tongue. No, I don't fucking think so. Fuck all y'all. Because you want to throw around the fucking term friend. And, you know, you want to throw around the fucking term friend. Y'all don't know what fucking friends are. Because if you want to keep accusing me of doxing fucking people or whatever, I'll sing like a motherfucking canary. Because I got shit on all fucking onions. But see, I'm not a piece of shit like y'all
Oh,
are.
so you're making a dead drop. Okay, I was wondering what the hell you were going with this, because I mean, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I don't see anything in the chat.
No, yeah, Queen, it's not that I don't appreciate your fire here. It's that literally they're not watching.
I know they ain't nobody chat, but they will come back and watch this because the dump is on the which I have nothing against UA, nothing like that, but AP is on and a few other people, so they're off busy doing other dumb shit. But I'm sure they will be back, or they'll be coming at the end.
If they do, they do.
Stream. No,
I mean, look, I get you pissed, but forget about it. Just, you know, don't let it bother you. Let these guys do what they're gonna do, and you know, if you got a dead drop, good. I'm glad you mentioned that because, regrettably, it's a good idea. Because you know they're like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna have to do this person, we're gonna have to do that person, And regrettably, counter dirt is really the only thing that may stop these guys because you know they are shitbags. So I mean, I'm glad not only did you get that off your chest, but
see, that's the thing, Burnside. I'm not that type of person. I'll threaten to do it, and I should do it, but I'm not going to stoop down to their fucking level. You know, yeah, they want to call me a doxer and shit like that. Yeah, I have their fucking names, their full names, their addresses, everything, their phone numbers. Yeah, I could start dropping doxers right now, but I'm not because I'm not that type of person. I have to go to bed with a clear fucking conscience, knowing I didn't, you know, I've never fucked anybody over and I'm not about to start now. I have to go to bed, you know, knowing I treated people with fucking decency and respect. You know, this fucking shit, oh, you can't stream with this person or go fuck yourself. I'm 32 years old. I'll stream with whoever the fuck I want to because at the end of the day, you're not fucking me, you're not feeding me, and you sure as fuck ain't financially supporting me. So y'all can all go suck off, like whatever. I'm just done with it. They need to grow the fuck up and leave shit alone. Okay, you've had your fucking fun, whatever. Cool, whatever. You know what? Grow the fuck up, move the fuck on. You do you, I'll do me, whatever. We can leave each other alone. I mean, it's fucking simple.
Okay,
right.
I'm going to grab out more fucking presents for this spoiled ass kid to wrap. And I come back to this. Wow. Okay.
No,
Sarah had a couple things to get off her chest and do a dead drop. It's okay.
No, a lot of this shit's already been dropped. It's already been said. A lot of people know about my nephew. Taze and Viper's the one that did that and fucking doxed me with my address. Well, it's not my address. It's my mother's address. Let me get that clear. The shit with my sister, I'm the one that said that. So, yeah. It's already out there, so I'm just clearing up every fucking thing to let people fucking know. They want to sit there and run their mouth behind my back or make assumptions and so forth. No, you come to you get the word from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, well, apparently these people are afraid of horses.
Yeah.
They're afraid of their own fucking shadow. They can't fight their way out of a wet paper bag.
Yeah, like that sometimes, you know. Like the only time they ever really want to ask you something is, you know, they don't pull you off to the side or send you a discreet thing and go, you know, just you and me. You know, they either try and record it or they try and dogpile you, you know. They do the shit they did.
Air.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, they do the Red Revolution shit, you know.
I do have to call out Schmeckle, though. Schmeckle, when this shit come out with me and Demon Hobbit, one of the guys, Jacob, white knighted for me, and he, you know, got tired of them harassing me and shit, so he made up a lie and said that Schmeckle and Trippy beats kids, or Schmeckle beats his kids and Trippy beats his kids. Well, Trippy don't have no kids. Well, they
Okay.
jumped on all him about making up lies and shit. Well, they were in our fucking chat last night saying I rape kids with my saggy titties. Irving here rapes kids. Scooby rapes kids. Well, okay, you want to play that fucking game? All right, those are fucking lies, and that can fucking come back on me, and I don't have kids. That can come back on Scooby. You know, that fucking just, if it gets
Yeah.
out, it gets to the wrong person, they're gonna turn our fucking life upside down. Number
I
one.
think that's what they want.
But
I
see,
mean, I
no, but
think
no, they're not gonna move the fucking goalpost this fucking time. That shit that come out when Jacob said what he said to defend me, okay, they went after him and tried to run him off the fucking internet and fucking have him try to commit suicide and shit. And and you know, they want to sit there and say, oh, you can't, oh, you made up lies about me, you know, I have kids, whatever. Well, you're making up fucking lies at me, trying to get somebody's channel took down with the shit that they're putting in here, like they were last night. And not only that, they're here trying to turn my fucking life upside down, knowing I don't have kids. But for me being investigated saying I rape kids, you know what? I'm going to tell you right now.
let them commence the
no,
investigation.
please let me finish. I was raped as a fucking kid. So why am I going to sit here and fucking go after and rape fucking kids when the shit happened to fucking me? No, it's already been said. I've already said this on my channel. So anything that I'm saying, I have said before. So yeah, they're going to come at me trying to say I rape fucking kids. Bitch, I've been fucking raped as a fucking kid. And I spent the last 27 fucking years of my life trying to be the better person and trying to, you know, just be who I am. That shit fucks with your life. So they want to come at me trying to say I rape fucking kids and make up lies about me and turn up my life upside down. Bitch, come at me. Come for me. Don't come for me unless I stand for you. Like, I'm just so sick of this fucking shit. I have bit my tongue for long enough. Like, they're trying, you know, they're messing with people's fucking lives.
How you really feel?
Like, I'm just so fucking sick of it. Grow the fuck up. These are people in their goddamn late 20s to fucking early 40s. Like, grow the fuck up. God damn.
Let me tell you, I was so happy when they started slinging fucking pedophilia accusations at me. That was that was refreshing. Just came out of nowhere. And I'm sorry that shit happened to you, Queen, but I got a dark sense of humor, so I'm still laughing at the fact that they tried to pin shit like that on me.
Yeah, like they did. They went after Jacob, and you know, and just tried to run him off the internet. He was, you know, threatening to commit suicide and shit like that. He was like really fucking depressed because he thought he was, you know, taken up for me. Yeah, he understands the legalities of, you know, what he said, and you know that was wrong, but I understand what point he was trying to make. But you know they're going to come after us.
Is this that guy from our chats that I see occasionally, Jacob Nevo?
Yes.
I'm not sure the details of what was said, but okay, I'm familiar with the name. That's
Jacob stood up for me when that shit was going on with Demon Hobbit and them fucking trying to label me as a doxer and shit. And he made up a lie about Schmeckle, saying that Schmeckle beats his kids, and he added Trippy into that. Trippy doesn't have any kids, and he understands.
Doesn't have enough upper body strength to beat his kids.
But you know, they threatened to come after him, like suing him and trying to make him lose everything that, you know, he lives with his parents, you know, they, you know, threatened to come after him, you know, legally. And like, it just sent him in a fucking down spiral.
As long as he would have screenshots of the shit they said to you and to him, it wouldn't fly anyway. Their own lawyers would look at it and go, "Did you actually say this?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, you're fucked, dude."
But yeah, I have sat back long enough. I have bit my fucking tongue, And you motherfuckers want to sit there and say, "Oh, well, you're streaming with Scooby." I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm gonna tell y'all again, and it's gonna be the last fucking time. I will not. I repeat, will not ever disavow Scooby or Tara or anybody on this panel. Now, if you don't fucking like it, go choke on the fucking dick. Go jump off a fucking cliff. I don't give two fucks what you do. I stream with these people because these people are my friends. I like streaming with them. I do what the fuck I want to do. You do not fucking control me. And that's one thing that pisses you the fuck off, because I'm not a part of your little echo chamber. And I'm not going to sit here and try to suck farts out of your ass. So, I can get a little bit of recognition here and there. Or I can get this. I can be part of the YouTube mafia. I stream with whoever the fuck I want to. I stream whenever the fuck I want to. And if you don't fucking like it, you can go fuck off. Merry go fuck yourself Xmas. How about that? It ain't no Merry Christmas. No, y'all all need to go fuck off, because I'll do whatever the fuck I want to do. And I'm not going to disavow these people. They didn't do anything wrong. Has Scooby said some shit? Yeah. We all say shit out of anger, or,
I love saying angry shit.
We get upset and we say
Yeah, you
shit.
do.
Yeah, I've made threats to people. You know what? So what? I've been threatened too by several people. And they've, one of them hasn't made good on their threats, but one of them has. And that's Hong Kong Phooey. Yeah, I'm not scared of you anymore, bitch. Come after me. Because I will defend, let me make this clear. I have a 38 special. I will defend me and my mother by any means necessary. We have a no trespassing sign that says, if you don't understand in English, maybe you'll understand in 12 gauge. That is a fucking crystal clear sign.
In North Carolina, that's a legal no trespassing sign.
Yeah, exactly. So I will defend myself and my mother by any means necessary. So if any of y'all want to show up here, or you think you're going to swap me, or whatever, the fucking sheriff's department already knows. I know a lot of the fucking sheriffs here, a lot of the deputies. They
But now
know
you're
I'm
driving again.
And let me make it clear to you. North Carolina is a stand your ground state. That means anywhere. If I feel that if I see y'all, or you show up here where I live, or you send anybody here where I live, if you have the balls to do it, I have a 38 special with y'all's fucking names written on it. That's not a goddamn threat. That's a fucking promise. Now try
Got
it.
all that off your chest now, Sarah? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
But are you driving again?
Yeah, I'm getting pizza. I figured she was gonna go on for a couple more minutes, so I went and just grabbed the phone, and then I was like, "Hey, you guys want pizza?" They're like, "Yeah, we want pizza." It's like, "All right, cool."
Where's
Because
mine?
I wish you were here. You'd get it.
Yeah, it would have to be a deep dish, a nice Chicago deep dish.
Well, due to what time it is, if I'm lucky, I can get to my usual place in a couple minutes, Pudgy's. But if not, I'm gonna have to go over to the border. So, it's whatever.
What, we'd have to go to Canada? Why?
No, I mean Indiana.
Border.
Go over the border. Yeah, you forget, East Side. Yeah, Indiana's right next door.
I haven't forgotten.
It's probably not New York pizza, but Toronto pizza is pretty fucking decent. Yeah.
All right. That sounds good to me.
Ooh, that sounds like a good idea. Maybe I should just go ahead and get my no, my aunt and uncle might kill me. Anyway, I might just go ahead and get my passport, and we can just drive up and visit Irv.
Sure.
We'll just knock on that basement window and go, "Hey, Jeff,
Gross.
knock
Come
it
at me."
off. We can hear you out here."
New York
I mean-
pizza is New York pizza, but it's funny when you mentioned Pudgy's, you made me think. There used to be a chicken joint that we had locally around here that was called Pudgy's, and they were famous for how unhealthy their food was.
That's funny as fuck.
Oh yeah, their chicken was they cooked it in like pure lard, So the skin was like translucent.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, it was so good.
Oh,
Oh man. Yeah.
Sounds wonderful.
Ew, gross.
that does sound fucking psychotic and also delicious and also, oh my god, my diabetes and heart attack.
Oh
If you're
yeah.
eating like that, I'm making you live to 174.
Oh, you guys
I'd like to
trust
live
me.
174.
Look, each of you, when you come here to visit, I'll take each of you to the different places that are good around here. We think like there's this one ice cream parlor up over in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. They make all these different flavors of ice cream that anything you can think of. It's kind of like Ben and Jerry's, but it's kosher ice cream, so it's basically like it's almost like custard. It's this like thick ice cream, and it's the cream. Oh my god, it's pure cream. It's pure sea salt. It's pure sugar. It's the ingredients. Everything is like it's got to all be made fresh. It's so good. And if you go over to like Sparks Steakhouse, it's basically it's not that far away from there. You go over to Sparks, you get a top round over there, like, and they're slicing into it, and the juice is just like squirting out of the thing because of how moist the meat is. It's
So it's like
Yeah.
I get a rare steak.
seriously, you guys, you eat like royalty when you're here. That's the only good thing that there is about living here because of how overcrowded it is. The food is outrageous. Like, I'm actually looking forward to this whole week now. There's going to be, oh God, like tomorrow night, all the different Italian neighborhoods, there's all sorts of shit going on. Like the Christmas Eve is the big night for them. They got the 7 fishes, which I hated because we're Sicilian. So it was like the 7 invertebrates. You know, it was all shit without spines.
I love that shit. Those two. Oh my god.
You're a
Oh,
sadist. You're a sadist.
anything that comes out of the sea, I'll eat it, buddy. Oh,
Well, I'll tell you this, I've had fish liver, cod liver. It is disgusting. It is like the Mexican candy de la rosas without the sweetness or anything. It's oh god.
you're just not preparing it right. I'll eat the liver of any animal. That's the best part.
This was prepared
liver.
right. I ate it at a sushi restaurant, a very famous sushi restaurant, and it was. This is an acquired taste. Like, no.
That's also true. I'll give you that.
Oh, sushi is absolutely delicious. I love the hell out of it.
No,
My
I
favorite
love
is,
sushi. Like,
Oh, nice.
but
Awesome.
this,
Oh,
ooh, like this
What'd you get?
was that cod liver was. Oh, that's an acquired taste.
Yeah, my mother
Mm.
loves cod liver. That's one of
I
her
haven't
favorite
tried
things.
I've considered trying cod liver because I've tried regular liver before and I thought it was actually really like
Oh,
this
no.
weird.
Oh no, I will chow down on some damn chicken livers now. Oh hell yeah!
There you go.
Fuck
Dude.
that.
Look,
Oh
I
hell
grew up with that shit. No, and then I had to cook it when I worked at a grocery store.
You know what I haven't had since my father was alive? Chicken
Do
heart.
tell.
Oh,
Just
can we
chicken
stop
heart.
That sounds
talking
brutal.
about this? Because, I want to eat a pumpkin pie by myself. And I don't give a fuck what anyone else fucking hears. I rarely eat sweet things like that.
Hmm.
Well, darling,
and
here's the thing. We can actually make pumpkin pie. We did this around the Halloween season. We actually got a pumpkin, we beat the hell out of it, and we turned it into 2 pumpkins. Wait, no, 1 pumpkin pie. No, wait, 2. Actually, yes. We turned it into 2 pumpkin pies. We had to take 1 big one, beat the hell out of it. The other one didn't come out so good, but one came out all right.
No, this is, I admit, this is from the fucking bakery. Because I'm fucking lazy. And it's 10 years since my mom died. I don't feel like doing any fucking baking. And as, Scooby and Burnside can attest, I can fucking cook. And Director Arcuter loved learning was very intrigued with learning how to make jambalaya last night.
Oh yeah.
I love
That
that.
shit
That was
was.
a good one.
I was watching her make it too in the offline hangout. I was just like sitting there, just like salivating, looking at the phone. I was like, "Oh my god,
Oh,
that looks so fucking
it's
good."
good stuff.
I'm
So-
willing to learn how to cook anything, but we were talking about offal. All right, we were talking about animal giblets. Let me tell you,
Oh God.
the master. No. The master predator. Okay, orcas,
Mhm.
lions. Pick a fucking animal. They go for the
I'm gonna
liver.
go with brisket.
All right.
Yeah, they all go for the liver. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
All
I
right.
know.
So you might not like liver. I guess everybody doesn't. I'm not going to say that takes away from your manhood, but I am going to tell you that if you're not eating the liver, you are definitely not the leader of whatever pack you are a part.
I don't give a flying fuck.
Yeah, that's fine. Sure. Find your place in the pack. That's great. But trust me, I'll eat the liver of any fucking animal.
What about
Cool,
the
man.
kidneys?
Yep. Oh yeah, steak and kidney pie, baby. Ooh, the
Mhm.
Brits hit that right on that one. Yikes. Oh, I mean, like obviously, I like a little Tabasco on it, right? Diavolo. You need, yeah.
Yeah. You know, when I was a kid, that was a big thing in his house was sweetbreads. Like a lot of people, like the one thing you want to avoid at all. I tell people all the time. Tara, you still eating that pie?
I'm not eating it right now. I'm fucking wrapping presents for a kid that doesn't deserve them.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, if you're gonna eat the heart and the lungs, what you want to do is you want to give them a good cleaning first.
Hmm.
You want to make sure you get all the schmutz out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
you wanna
one thing.
Lungs of an animal. That reminds me of that weird dish the Scottish make after they get done killing people.
Haggis.
Yeah, haggis. God, that's weird shit. You eat
No.
something?
What the Irish have their own version. It's called goody. They actually they boil it, and it's a mixture of milk and honey. And I've heard versions that they add raisins to it. I guess it would have to be south where they would get hands on grapes. I don't know where the hell they would get their hands on grapes, the Irish.
What do you
But
think? Irish creole?
No. The grapes grow shitty and they're not good as grapes, so they dry them and eat them as raisins.
Okay, that would explain it. Yeah, I'll be
Hmm.
honest, because I didn't really get too involved in Irish cuisine because my God, it's disgusting. But yeah,
I just stick with
seriously.
potatoes, man.
No, that's they literally do. It's potatoes, cabbage, and sheep usually is what they eat, and pork, ham. Excuse me, ham. They eat. That's like almost like all they ever eat is ham. They eat ham and they eat cabbage and they eat potatoes because whenever I would go visit the Irish side of the family, that's what they were eating. And
Mhm.
but their version of haggis, yeah, it's called goody, and it's boiled in milk and honey and raisins. I've heard some add like slices of almond or whatever, like slivers to it, because you're eating sweetbreads, boy. That's why they were cooking it and all this shit was they're trying to make it taste, palpable.
Mhm.
And Ireland doesn't really have a lot of spice and a lot of access to spice locally, so.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a cold frozen hellhole that's nice and plains like with hard terrain, and then you've got the English and the Scottish next to you. So I mean it's got to be a bitch to get out to sea because oh shit, here come the Vikings.
Yeah, so they really didn't have too much to eat. Like I remember, I went over there once, and I'm like, "What's for lunch?" And without missing a beat, my one cousin takes a slice of homemade rye, and there's the meat cleaver, and she whacks a piece off of this thing, and she goes, "Tongue." And so she puts it on the piece of rye, and she slaps some horseradish on, slathers it on.
No.
Ooh,
And yeah, that's the sandwich that she had. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll pass.
God.
I know they
Yeah.
sell like beef tongue in the grocery stores, and I'm like, no.
Hey,
That's a
Oxtail
definite
stew.
pass.
Oxtail stew, beef tongue. That's what they eat. They eat shit like that. They're no
I've
better.
heard-
Oh my,
I heard oxtail is really good. I've never had it,
yeah.
but I would like
I
to
grew
try
up
it.
around so many of these different people of different walks of life, like the way that they eat when I was a kid. Like I had friends. Have you guys ever had? Since you're talking about haggis, and I was mentioning the Irish version. The Sicilians have a version called soufrite, which they cook. It's in a red sauce, and the Spanish have
Is
a
it made
version.
of squid?
No, soufrite is basically it's haggis, but it's in red sauce.
Oh,
And-
okay. Because I was going to say,
yeah.
how are you going to get the lungs out of an octopus?
Yeah. And something, Patches. What's the matter? Oh, you're hungry, you fat fuck. Okay, Daddy'll give you a snacky. And then there's I don't know if you ever heard the Puerto Ricans have it. It's called mundungo. Because this guy I was friends with, his mother was dating this guy. He was a very good friend of mine. He was like a father to me. This Puerto Rican guy I was friendly with, and he used to swear by mundungo to cure a hangover. He used to tell me all the time. He's like, Scooby, just go get yourself a big bowl of mundungo first thing in the morning and have this shit, and it'll get rid of your hangover.
Is
So
is mondongo same thing as menudo, like the Mexicans make on Saturdays and Sundays?
I got no idea.
Menudo is a soup, but it's
I thought you
got
were talking about Dan.
it's got tripas, which is cow intestines, tripe, which is cow and stomach. Then it has let's see, chicken in it, pork, whatever they want to put in it, but it's mainly either tripe or tripas or both, which is cow stomach and cow intestines.
Yeah.
I've had it. Yeah, it is. It's an acquired taste. Not to be confused with pozole, because pozole is just, chicken breast, carnitas, which is pork, and carne asada with onions and celery and everything. But menudo is kind of the same thing, but they just add tripas or tripe or both.
Mm-hmm.
And it is acquired taste.
Hey, yeah, that's supposed to be a great cure for a hangover. I won't touch this shit. I never will. I've had it offered to me many times, and I've told them, I've said, look, I won't try it in my own house. In other words, like, we got versions of that shit, at home. I won't try the homegrown shit. I'm not about to outsource. But, like, seriously, it's you know what it is? It's one of those things, like, nah, I don't want to be eating, like, I'm not into, like, eating that part of the insides. Like, the digestive system, that's my line in the sand. Anything else is pretty much fair game. I mean, Irv wants to go for, like, all the filtration, knock yourself out. That's why I said, if you're going to eat the kidney and the liver, might as well just join it. You have the lungs, too. You might as well have.
Hey, I'm learning to cook lungs and hearts right now. That's, look. Those
would you be able to make me a well-baked moose heart? Because I would love each part of a moose.
Harder to get your hands on. It takes sometimes years, in excess of a decade, to get a proper tag for a moose. But once you get one, you can eat whatever part of that animal you want, baby.
Irving, real quick.
Yeah.
My aunt's still wondering, do you guys ride the moose in winter to keep from getting buried in the snow?
Exactly. They have incredibly long legs compared to their body height, right? So they can be in and out of the snow, right? And and swamps as well, right? During the summertime. Yeah.
Wait, I thought moose hibernate during the summer. You're telling me they go into swamps? Interesting.
No, moose are basically running year round, like Christ. No,
Yeah,
they're a badass animal, man.
Yeah.
So that's why they're your neck.
Okay. There's actually a video
reason
floating around YouTube of a moose attacking someone because it entered their territory.
Yeah. Even
I think it's hilarious.
Dangerous, man. But there's a reason that the alpha animal in a pack goes for the liver and gets the liver. It's because the liver is the filtration system. That's where all the nutrients are. Right? That, 2 bites of liver is like all the vitamin C and B complex that you need for most of the month.
Right?
My
mom tried to get me to eat liver one time, and it was calf liver from a baby cow.
Yeah.
And I had heard the stories where my mom ate liver the entire time she was pregnant with me. And And I looked at her and I said, "No, Mom, you gave me plenty of liver when I was incubating. I've had enough."
Calf liver, some people say calf liver is the better tasting. I prefer adult beef liver, to be honest. Maybe it's just the way that I cook it. But I apparently do a great job. I do a great job with liver.
You know, I always preferred the hearts myself. That was my thing.
Hearts are real nice. That's like
I've yet to eat the heart of anything, but I mean, if it's cooked well, I'll definitely give it a go because you guys are making it sound like it's pretty tasty.
Oh, it is. It's the best part of the animal.
I'm telling you, Puddin', you order that while we're out and I'm up there with you, I will puke on you in your food, get in the sob, and drive away without you.
Look, here's another great thing. Here's another great thing about offal. Okay, I can get at my local grocery store a pack. It's like a full pound of meat. It's lamb liver, lamb lungs, and lamb hearts, and it's like Canadian dollars. It's like $2 and change. What is that American? $1.50?
Something like that.
For a pound of meat.
Ooh,
all right.
That's a good
learn
deal,
how to
actually.
cook this. All right. My God, yeah, you're eating fuck steaks. Like, yeah, they might taste good when prepared correctly, but for the nutritional value, oh my God. Poor people everywhere. People on a budget. Let me tell you, you want your nutrition. You want your high protein diets and avoid the sugars of fruits and whatnot. Yeah, organ meats, offal. Yeah,
I won't
that's
eat
where
it,
it's at.
but I am the type. I have gotten fresh steak, sliced it up, and just sat there and ate it.
Yeah, I eat my steak rare.
Okay, Irv, I got a question for you. Say we were to take a boat, because I used to work at a couple of yacht yards and that. Say possibly I could convince somebody to lend me a boat. Now we get our passports and we go. We take this boat up through Michigan because I mean it's right by Canada. If we take the right locks and such, we get there. We get a whole bunch of the opal. Can we actually take that back, or do we gotta like eat it all there? Is there like some type of damn? Because a deal that cheap. You know what? I'd love to go over there, take a whole metric fuck ton or two of it, and give Trudeau all my little American dollars or Canadian dollars, or whatever the transfer rate is, and just haul the crap ton of it back on a boat and just drop in the neighborhood and go, all right, guys, let's eat.
Dude, look in your own grocery store, and you're gonna find that a pound of liver costs like 1/8 of a pound of like muscle meat. And muscle meat has very little in the way of nutritional value. Ton of protein, guaranteed. But yeah, you don't have to cross the border to get it for that price. I'm sure you have it in your local grocer, man.
And probably have to go to some of the other neighborhoods. I mean, in the east side, they really don't have that. We got Polish,
you know what it is.
Aryan, we got Italian, we have Mexican, we have more Mexican. We have regular American burgers and stuff like that. Some that are really good for hangovers. I mentioned Mexican and also Mexican.
You got to go to the deli counter and look on the bottom shelf.
Okay.
A lot of the Mexican grocery stores have a lot of those types of meats. Like if you can't find them in American grocery stores, Mexicans will eat pretty much anything. No offense, not trying to be racist, but I've seen a lot of stuff.
It's actually it's not Mexican and it's not Italian, it's not Indian or Afghani. Like literally everywhere in the world, the poorest of people have found great ways to cook all these organ meats into something that's like become a delicacy. And yes, they're acquired tastes. But I actually learned this from watching that show Hannibal. That they refer to it as the fifth quarter. That the best meat went to the king and the nobility, and the second best meat went to the clergy, and then down to the merchant class, and then to the regular old people, and the peasants were left with what's called the offal. And yeah, Scooby's telling me it literally means shit. I don't know if it means shit. I think it means waste. Right?
No, it's one of the terms that they use, like paleontologists. They refer to fossilized dinosaur shit. The proper term for it is offal.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but the term is waste. Right? Because that's what it is. It's a waste product that your body creates. So like it's colloquial, all right? We're talking about waste because in other cases they would have thrown it away. But they call it the fifth quarter because that was the meat available for the peasant class. And the organ meat of most animals is approximately 1/4, 25% of the entire body weight while they're alive. So there's a fifth quarter of meat available for the poorest people. And guess what? That's the meat that is the most nutritious. It has all of the nutrients that you're not getting from fucking flank steaks and from pork bellies, right? It's loaded with your B vitamins, your C's. Kidneys are loaded with A vitamin to the point that if you eat a bear's kidney, you might die from vitamin A poisoning. Right? You've got to be very careful about the volume of bear kidney you eat because it can kill you. It's crazy how much vitamin is in there. So yeah, if you're someone like me who basically eats broccoli, spinach, and meat for most of your year, yeah, you've got to limit your kidney intake, maximize your liver intake, and yeah, learn to like it because there's great ways to cook a lot of this meat, man.
Sorry to interrupt real quick, but anybody, if I wind up diving out real quick, it's because I'm going back over the border to get the goddamn pizza because my regular place is closed. So, yeah, expect Ron Fuhrer to go and interrupt me.
We hear you.
At least the computer's on at home.
Yep, that's why I did it that way. I was like, all right, let me see, because I swear to
God.
God.
You just call a Terra. I understand.
Yeah, well, you know. I wanted to keep everything. It's like, all right, I'm just going to go down the street, next neighborhood over.
Get out of it.
So you're driving 2 hours now?
No, I'm not driving 2 hours. I'm driving, like, in traffic, maybe, like, 30 minutes tops. So
did you at least already call and order your pizza?
No, I got the pizza right now. I had to go to Pudgy's, and Pudgy's was closed. So I was like, all right, where the hell else in the neighborhood is open? And I was like, oh, yeah, nowhere else, because I'm not getting Doreens. Fuck getting Doreens. That's not even suitable for a hangover. So, yeah, because all the regular places, they're already closed. So I was like, all right, well, shit. I guess I'm going to have to go to a couple places over in Hammond and try not get shot. So, thankfully it's too cold. So,
Okay, so in other words, you're telling me, no, I didn't pre-order my pizza, so I don't have to just hang around. Got it.
I went to the joint, ordered 2 pizzas, and, I'm heading on the way back. So, I'm going to blip it out for a couple seconds here in about 3, 2, 1. I'm going to burn them. Give me a couple feet here, give me a couple feet here, and depending on who you ask, yep, there we go. Now I'm back at Chicago. Anything?
Nope, you're still here.
Okay, cool. All right. Then give me a few minutes here, and I'll be back on the computer, and I'll give you guys all the spoilers and stuff because now that I'm gonna be stuffing my face with food, not to be a dick, but please don't tease me with more food. I'm already tempted to try and do a liver smuggling ring with Irving here, except legal. God, I don't want Trudeau to kick his door in and arrest him.
I don't think Trudeau has the leg strength.
Yeah.
I'm sure Trudeau
from all that skiing.
From terrorists,
Those eyebrows, though, he'll never be able to live that down. Them eyebrows getting away from him, looking like a Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah. That was too funny. Let's see. Where is the light switch? Oh, goodness. There we go. Oh, let's see. I hate the holidays because there's just food lying around. Hmm. Okay. Here's the decision maker. Okay, we have a choice between, let's see, chocolate, caramel, red velvet, or carrot cake.
Carrot cake.
I figured. All right.
I mean, I like red velvet too, but if you got carrot cake, oh, absolutely carrot cake over any of those.
Plus, it's the healthier of them all, unless the red velvet was made with beets.
Probably.
If I had a choice between red velvet or carrot cake, I would always choose carrot cake because I love me some carrot cake.
I love me some Sparkhouse Red Ale. I'm
Nice.
fishing for a sponsor.
I know Herb is as many different brands that you drink on there. Hell, you should have many different sponsors on your channel.
I saw this great joke. It was like I saw it early December. It's like the guy at the liquor store wished me a Merry Christmas. Like he's not going to see me 14 more times before the 25th.
That's funny.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. About to get my fat on.
Rubbing his hands.
Well, Skippy, it is said that you're supposed to be, like huge.
Oh
see
yeah,
that?
that's the thing.
What do we got here? What's going on?
It's the chocolate. What is it? The forbidden chocolate cake, carrot cake, caramel cake, and red velvet cake. So I'm gonna try to have a slice of cake and not drop dead from it because of how rich it is. So,
Diabetic quafecta.
yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm not going to be too far away from the keyboard. I'm just muting and taking the mics, the earbuds out so I can listen. I'll be right here. I'm just going to be eating. I want a slice of cake. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
God damn it.
But yeah, they want to run their mouth about how fat we are, everything. Last time I checked, a lot of them are fat, or they had an avatar, don't want to show their face. And last time I checked too, none of them are Calvin Klein models, nor are they Victoria's Secret models. So they want to come at us saying, "Oh, you're fat, you're this, you're that." I don't see y'all having Calvin Klein contracts or Victoria's Secret model contracts, and we can lose the fat, but you can't lose your shitty fucking personalities you got. I'm just saying.
They are what God made them, and God made them lol cows.
I just want to say, I agree. I agree. We can choose to lose the fat, but right now Christmas is in 2 days, and I'm getting my swerve on with this cake. So that's all I'm saying.
No, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's all I'm saying.
After the holidays, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be losing this damn weight. And some of it is going to have to be surgically removed because there's not an amount of exercise or weight training to tone this up. So yes, I am going to have surgery to remove what I can't tone up. Okay. Again, Brockus, you want to come at me and run your mouth about how I had the gastric bypass and how Brockus of the Snatch.
I heard you.
Yeah, he came at me before about how I had the gastric bypass to lose weight, and I do blame my parents for letting me gain this weight, because I started gaining weight from the time I was 7 up to I was 13. I'm the youngest that's ever had the gastric bypass. I was 14. I had my birthday's in February. I had the gastric bypass in July. It's been 18 years since I've had it. Yes, it was the last resort. I had tried everything. Okay. I was very sick as a fucking kid. Very sick. Okay. So he wants to come at me and say, "Oh, well, you had the gastric bypass. You're a fat, you're a fat slob and this. And how can you blame your parents?" Okay, I was a fucking child.
Oh crap!
Okay.
I was gonna bite into a pizza. Not to be a dick, Sarah, but I mean,
I don't care. I don't go for it. Like,
I'm sorry. This is the first thing I heard was gastric bypass. And I was like, I know this sad story. Damn it, you're gonna kill my appetite and make me start crying.
Not killing mine.
no, I don't care. I doesn't bother me. I had the surgery. It saved my life. If I didn't, I wouldn't be here. I was pushing 500 pounds at 14 years old. It saved my, yes. I didn't have any thyroid problems. They couldn't figure out why I started gaining weight. The only thing that they diagnosed me with was OCED, obsessive compulsive eating disorder. I would eat because it was there, not because I was hungry.
Mm.
And
Damn.
so, but Brockus, you want to come at me and you want to call me fat? Last time I
hell
checked,
with these guys, Sarah.
no,
I mean, look.
last time
Thinking about these guys. There's a bunch of guys that are sitting there doing a circle jerk. They're gonna go and get this video. You're gonna make copies of it, and they're gonna email little cassettes to each other, and they sit there and they're just gonna sit there with their scented candles in the bathroom and go, "Oh yeah, TikToks, Sarah. Tell me something." They're gonna run back what you were just saying, the things you were saying, and they're just gonna whip it out, and they're just gonna beat it while listening to Michael Jackson and talk.
But you take a look at the chat.
Okay, sure. Give me a second here. Trying to eat pizza.
But they want to come. I got to get this off my chest because I've been sitting here quiet. I've been letting them talk their fucking shit. Like, whatever.
Oh, Ryder? Yeah. Indiana pizza's not as good as Chicago. Yeah, you're right. And I don't know who this other guy is, but no, I'm actually sober. Nah. Although,
but if anybody that's
beers.
in the chat, you want to go back and run your mouth to your little buddies, go right ahead. Because until they can man up or woman up and come at me, not you, Irving.
Sure, but do you guys read the sidebar chat in the Hangout?
Mine is different. I'm on my mobile. So whatever I post to you guys, you can see. But whatever you post that y'all were on the computer, I can't see. Mm-mm.
All right.
Okay.
No, I eat just like y'all do. I can eat pizza. I can eat whatever. But I do have to be careful because it can make me sick. Like, I can either get heartburn or it makes me sick in other ways. So, no, I eat pretty much whatever I want.
Too bad Pox is at work. I like his new YouTube name.
Pure sugar.
Echo.
Right, I'm here now. Echo.
Echo's goddamn head.
What was I going to say? I can relate to what you went through and what you're going through now, Sarah. I have to actually watch what I eat because I've been allergic to all sorts of shit since I was a kid. Excuse me. I can't have artificial food colorings or flavors or preservatives. I get sick as a dog from them. I'm highly allergic.
That's the only thing that I'm allergic to food-wise is rabbit because I'm highly allergic to rabbits.
The rabbit's so tasty. Alston's peppers too. Are you kidding me?
Fucking love rabbit.
Throwing a little deer in there. Fucking amazing.
If
little
it's
bit of
cute and cuddly, and if it's a stuffed animal that you have a niece that likes to sleep with the thing, you feel guilty. Like, my God, I look at that stuffed animal and I think about that would look good, like with some sautéed peppers. Seriously, like, rabbit. What else is good besides rabbit? Deer.
Oh, I
Oh,
love me
deer's
some
amazing.
deer.
I used to know a guy who cooked the best venison jerky.
Oh.
Amazing.
Yeah. What else is
Funny thing is, his name is Cletus.
Of course it
His
is.
name is Cletus.
Oh, Scooby. I
Yeah.
don't know if you saw I think it was your Discord server. You posted back on the 6th of this month about the Confederate flag. They were put it there on 40. The city Hildebrand. It's pronounced Hildebrand. That's 7.4 miles from me. It's less than 20 minutes. I know. That is the city where my parents' beer store is, or well, it's no longer there. We still own the property though. We were the first beer store out of it's Burke County, and that's when you go into that's Hildebrand. Yeah, it's right there off of 70. You go up Highway 70 Southwest, and you will be in Hildebrand. Yep, I used to go up there to the swimming pool as a kid. Yeah, when I saw that, go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
When I saw that, checking the Discord server, and I saw that story, I was like, and I saw the city, I was like, holy shit. I was like, that's less than 20 minutes from me. Yeah, I looked it up on the map. It's actually 7.4 miles from my address. Cool. Yeah, I know exactly where that's at.
So how's the whole
familiar.
Super Confederate flag thing going? Is the protest being received well? Is there an angry horde of Dead Bodies Matter Incorporated?
Oh, no. Burke County is the biggest county with a bunch of rednecks. Rootin', tootin', shooting, fucking rednecks. We love our Confederate flags. We love our General Lee. No. You want to fight some rednecks? You go up there. Because they don't give no fucks. No fuck. Burke County used to be dry county. So that means they couldn't sell alcohol, period. No stores, no restaurants, no nothing. We were the first beer store out of Burke County into Catawba County. And I've seen every type of redneck come through there. I've seen every type of drunk too. No, anybody that is familiar with North Carolina, that lives near Burke County or Catawba County, you want to try to go start some shit up in Burke County, yeah, you will lose your life because they stay strapped all the time. No.
Part of the reason that I actually, and I say this as obviously a true Yankee, even though I'm a Met fan, the thing is with the Confederate flag, that's not specifically the Confederate flag. What that is now, I'm sure you're aware of this, Sarah, and I'm sure that Tara's probably aware of this too, and I'm sure that Irving and Burnside might even have a clue to this themselves. But for those who are watching and who aren't aware of this, the specific flag, the one that everyone associates with the General Lee, which was the car in the Dukes of Hazzard, that's the Southern Cross. Now, what that is, that's the battle flag of the Confederate Army. That's actually the flag of the volunteer militia that was raised up to defend their homes from the Federal Army that was invading from the north. And I've said that before. The actual flag of the Confederacy looks exactly like the Texas state flag, except it has a ring of stars like the original Betsy Ross American flag on the blue canton. Yes, on the blue canton. There's I believe, how many states was it? 11, I believe, in the Confederacy?
Something like that.
11 or 12, I think.
Yeah, so it's that many stars on the canton in a circle, and it looks just like the Texas state flag. That's what the flag of the Confederacy is. So that's part of the reason when I say to people, like, that's actually That's more like a local thing. That's a militia flag. That's basically they adopted that flag in battle because the Confederates, the flag of the Confederacy and the flag of the Union look so similar on the field that the regiments were getting confused and the lines were actually getting muddled and mixed together. So that's why the battle flag was adopted. And it was
Also, if people have issues with a flag being racist, then you have some fucking issues because it's an object.
right.
People using it might be racist, but the flag is not.
Mm. Yep. Mm.
Well, it's specifically tied to the Confederate militia.
I don't give a flying fuck what it's tied to.
No, I'm just saying it's not tied to slavery. It's tied specifically to the Confederate militia, the militia that was that they rose up to defend their homes. I say this as somebody that I defend their right to fly it, is what I'm saying to you. I have no problem with it.
No. I was speaking to the fucking SJWs out there saying, it's racist. An object can't be racist. It doesn't have thought.
True. Something can be fashioned to elicit an emotional reaction. I'll definitely.
Your reaction. But
Mhm.
regardless of the object, it's not racist.
Correct. It's innocuous. It's there's nothing to it. It's just there. Just like, the whole guns killed people the same way spoons make people fat. Neither of these things are responsible. It's the wielder.
Spoons don't make people fat. Sporks do.
Yep.
It's a spoon and a fork. Fuck them.
But
I like how people get pissed off about history all the time. Like,
there's no reason to it.
Yeah, it's
baby, I find offense to that because you're not saying her story. You're just saying his story.
Cute.
I thought you might finally catch on to that, Scooby.
I know. I caught on to it. I thought about it. I'm like, that's funny. It's because they're trying to change history because it hurts people's feelings. It's the most stupid thing I've ever heard of.
Yeah, it's because it's not communist approved, Oh.
Well, they also have to remember, history was written by the victors.
Yep, exactly. History is written by the victors of the war. That's why most of the history books nowadays revolve around it. Because if you win a war, you normally lose a nation. I mean, that's why Mongolia is as massive as it is. Genghis Khan decided, all right, fuck you all and die. And he went on a long series of wars. And there we go. Now we got giant Mongolia. And people like Tino Bitch want to complain about this. And it's like, yeah, it's simple. You use flag. Everyone has their own little thing. Ooh, booga, 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 booga.
Do you know how Napoleon rose to power?
Kind of.
Climbing on a moose?
Napoleon rose to power. You got to look this up. To look up the term, put it in quotes if you have to. A whiff of grape shot. What he did was, it was after the revolution. And, France was going to hell in a handbasket. And how he helped to, I guess, I don't know, calm the populace and quell the riots and bring order was he had them load the cannons with grape shot. Now, grape shot is miniature cannonballs about the size of plums. And he had them load the cannons with these things. I mean, stuffed them as much as he could. And he had them load them to the point where, as much powder until, where you risk, like blowing up the barrels. And he just had them fire into the crowd. And that's how he came to power, because he just cleared he cleared the square in a matter of seconds because he just killed everybody.
Cool. So he basically turned a cannon into a shotgun.
Yes, exactly. Cannons.
Nice.
Yeah.
Baby, get the pizza sauce out your ears.
And that's that's history, and that's one of those things that they don't want to teach because it's too violent. But it's efficient. It worked, and that's how he rose to power. And it's ruthless that he did that to his own people. And that's one of the things like that I get annoyed now because when I like read about this crazy SJW nonsense, like they're like, oh well, we don't want any rape, we don't want any kidnapping, we don't want any murder, we don't want any slavery, we don't want any this, we don't. You want it to be brutal in like certain settings. Like you can't have a Conan the Barbarian movie, for example, without any of that shit. Because usually a big thing with those movies is, the slave ships where it's everyone is a slave. That Conan usually winds up being a slave, and Conan is actually supposed to be a Irishman. A lot of people don't realize that. It's Conan the Sumerian with a C. A lot of people think it's Sumerian. It's not. It's Sumerian, and usually there's a lot of rape in those movies. There's a lot of child slavery, a lot of sex slavery, a lot of
Red
shit.
Sonja.
Yeah, and Red Sonja, especially like her, she was raped, so she part of the thing with her power is she cannot be touched by any man unless she loses to him in a sword battle. That's part of the deal, because that's what I think the goddess gave her as a gift. I mean, there's a lot of this shit. It's a lot of like Red Sonja and Conan. They were both written by Robert E. Howard. Robert E. Howard actually committed suicide, I believe, in I want to say 1938 or 39. He was about 35 years old. He was young, and he was a fantastic writer. He killed himself, and but those are the stories that he wrote, and he was one of the Inklings. He was a writer that was associated with H.P. Lovecraft, and no, that's not the Inklings. The Inklings, I'm sorry, forgive me. The Inklings were Tolkien's, J.R.R. Tolkien's writing circle. Familiar concept. That's why I mixed them up. But the point is, these were written by people who were like around during the turn of the century, World War One, the Depression. Shit was bleak. They were going into World War II when they were writing this shit. That's part of the reason I think that Robert E. Howard killed himself. He did. I'm not sure exactly why, but I mean, he did that. He killed himself. I think Lovecraft, I believe he died because of just like health related to depression. Like he literally he depressed himself to death.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was the entirety of like the general mythos around Cthulhu. He's this giant angry space alien god death metal thing.
Yeah.
That comes to Earth and is like, I want to destroy everything because fuck you and die.
Yeah.
That's really it in a nutshell.
Yeah. And that's the problem I have with these SJWs is, they want to take every element out that you can add to a story. And, well, we don't want that. We don't want this. We don't want that. They basically now want everything to be like Saturday morning cartoons used to be. Where
communist.
Yeah. It's crazy. Remember the Saturday, well, you're too young. The Saturday morning cartoons like in the 80s, the characters would have guns, and if they did shoot at each other, they would always miss. Or they'd never hit a character. They actually made the guys on Star Wars, the stormtroopers, look like they had good aim.
Oh god, that's funny.
Yeah. And that's what they want movies to be like now. They want them to be where everything is sterile and everything's nerfed. And God forbid you make anything historical unless you're on the left, which is it's absurd.
Yeah. Hell, I mean, the thing I find funny about all this crap is they love to pick and choose. They love to pick and choose shit like oh, I know I can tie this into the original thing I put up on the headline. Like how they like to pick and choose things because their whole dynamic is completely idiotically linear. Like they're like, okay, you either have Adolf Hitler or Joseph Stalin. Like, well, I don't like either of them. Well, too bad. Then we're just gonna give you Joseph Stalin. Why? He had all these prison camps and this slavery and this. He was a progressive communist. You can't say anything bad about him. You know, like that Miles Morales character. When that poor sorry guy was originally written up. The guy was this just giant walking fucking propaganda piece, and then eventually someone slapped the poor bastard upside the head that was assigned to look over this quad gender transdimensional who the fuck knows what the fuck that was writing this shit, and said, all right, we're actually going to make this a character, not a propaganda piece. And they actually turned him into a good character, and I gotta say, I was skeptical about how Morales and a couple of the other Spider people were gonna do, but the new animated Spider movie thing they made, pretty good actually, pretty good.
All right, I'll wait till it comes out in the library because I don't want to give them any of my money, but I'll check it out.
Yeah, I normally don't either, but I was like, all right, Stan Lee passed away. One last Marvel movie. Since I didn't pay for watching Thor Ragnarok. So I was like, all right, sure, why the hell not? And yeah, he had a pretty good 3D cameo in there. I think this was one of the last ones he was in before he kicked the bucket. Unless they rewent over some recordings, but I'm pretty sure that it's actually the man, the legend. And
all right,
like the way they did his character was pretty interesting, and I like the way how he wound up making his Spidey suit, because the funny thing is, yeah, spoilers, when this kid eventually comes around to being, all right, I'm going to be the badass Spider-Man, he winds up first starting off with literally as they wind up holding the funeral procession that Peter Parker kicking the bucket. Spoilers. He goes into a comic book shop that's run by Stan Lee that has no return policy, and buys a cheapo made in China Spider-Man getup. It's funny because it looks like the ones that used to sell as Family Dollar. It's absolutely hysterical. He goes from that to as he meets all the other Spider people, and then let me tell you,
that's actually out of the books.
Really?
Yeah, that little scenario you just were talking about. I forget which issue, but I think it was in Amazing. Back in actually as far back as the 90s, if I recall. I'm sorry. Continue.
Okay, no, I didn't know that, and it's actually good you brought that up, because that was one thing they did that was really neat with the movie too. Was because long story short, the plot is Kingpin is upset because he ain't got his family. They died because of car accident and shit. So he's like, all right, fuck you all. I'm gonna rip a hole in time space and I'm gonna find my family, more or less. And in the process, a whole bunch of Spider-Men and Spider-Women and Spider Things and Spider-Ham.
It's a Spider-Gwen. Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, she's in there. She's actually pretty fucking cool. It's
That's
actually
the only reason why I want to watch it. I fucking love Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Like I was interested because I was like,
that is so dorky.
Oh, wait till you see the haircut. Wait till you see the haircut. It's definitely dorky.
No, Spider-Gwen. I'm sorry. That's just straight dorky. I'm sorry.
Suck it, Scooby.
Look, I never say anything to you, but that's the one I'm gonna say to you is dorky. Is Spider-Gwen.
It's all good. It's actually Spider-Girl or Spider-Woman or something like that, but
No. If she's wearing white with this pink spider on her, that's Spider-Gwen. There's another one named Spider-Woman. There's another one named Spider-Girl.
Yeah, Spider-Gwen with her spider hoodie and her spider purse and her matching spider pumps.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Oh my god, everyone that thinks that fucking Gwen Stacy was the right one for fucking Peter Parker, no, you're all fucking wrong. Felicia Hardy is the only person in the Marvel universe that can keep up with my boy. Oh.
Oh, great.
But I wasn't saying that Gwen Stacy was perfect for it. I'm just saying, if you're gonna say it, it's not Spider-Girl, it's fucking Spider-Gwen. And whoever fucking did it and dressed her as Spider-Gwen and called her Spider-Girl, I will hunt them down and beat them.
Okay, because I mean, throughout the entire movie, what they did is as each of these different Spider people plopped in, they plopped down a comic. They cut to black and they cut down a comic book, and they went, this Spider-Man, that Spider-Man, and when Spider-Gwen came up, I was like, Spider-Woman, and and they gave her whole backstory.
Nope. Spider-Woman's completely different. She actually wears black and red and white, and actually has spider webbing like wings under her arms.
Yeah, that's oh god, I can't believe I don't remember her name off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I found an old 1970s comic book of it at the Waldo Flea Market one time.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
This is how I know, and that's how I got interested in the Spider comics, because I wanted to read more. I was tired. I had, other than Starfire, I hadn't really seen any major female characters in comics, other than some Wonder Woman stuff like that, which in my opinion was overplayed. Even as a teenager, I was like, yeah, Wonder Woman's great, but something else, please. And then I came across that, and the person selling it wanted $30 for it because they knew what it was worth.
Smart fucker.
But they let me sit there and read it.
Oh, that's awesome. You see, that's why I like Swap-O-Rama's a place like that. Great place to get shit, especially throwing knives and gas masks. You gotta go back there one of these days and get some.
I need to get some more throwing cards.
Haven't found those yet, but anyways, okay. Now that we got that cleared, I guess Spider-Gwen. Yeah, she plops in. They've got Miles Morales, Spider-Man. They've got Peter Parker, who winds up dying Spider-Man. They have Peter B. Parker, who's Jewish Spider-Man, I guess. Who? Yes.
They have Spider-Pig.
Yes, they have Spider-Ham.
No. Peter Porker, Spider-Ham, has been around since like the early '80s. Okay, don't even fucking doubt that. That's a great fucking spoof on the whole thing. He actually has his great adventures. He's a super character.
Don't make me go dig out an issue. I have it in there somewhere.
Yes.
Go for it.
I want to see one because I only have one. I literally have one Peter Porker, the Incredible Spider-Ham. That's all I have.
I got like at least 5 of them lying around.
Okay, I've got a hard one for you then, Scoop, because this was one of the other characters that we liked. I especially like the way he dressed. Spider-Man Noir or Noir Spider-Man.
Yes, yeah. There's a game that you can download on your phone called Spider Universe or Ultimate Spider-Man or some shit like that, and it's one of those run and jump games, kind of like Subway Kid.
Okay, cool.
But you get to collect every kind of Spider-Man there is.
Ooh.
On mine, I have Spider-Man Noir. I have Spider-Gwen. I have Spider-Girl. I have Spider-Woman. I have Black Cat. Let's see. I have Battle-Hardened Spider-Man. I have Titanium Spider. I have over like 50 Spider-Man on there. 50 of them.
Nice.
So, and I have to uninstall the game every so often because I'm just like, you're pissing me off. Let's stop for a while. But I load it back up, especially when they're having a, one of those things where, if you download the game now, you'll get this character. And that's how I got Black Cat last time.
Nice. The one twist I really liked, or maybe I should, before I tell that twist, I should wait for everybody else to get back. But the other thing I liked about the Spider movie thing is it had a lot of
crackers. Go out.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. They had this one really cool twist in the movie, that tied to Miles, which I thought was actually quite interesting because it was just how diabolical and awesome this supervillain was. Now, the cool thing is, Miles has a dad who's a New York cop, and he has an uncle that's like DJ I Kick Ass, more or less. And it turns out that Uncle DJ I Kick Ass winds up being a super villain for hire.
The Prowler.
Yeah. Okay, they never said his name, but I was just like, holy shit, this dude's like spider Spawn. You know, because he's got like a similar get up to Spawn, except he's got claws instead of chains. He's like black and purple and stuff. But yeah, Prowler. So throughout a good chunk of this film, Prowler's going around. He's trying to kill Miles and that until one point he gets like really close to doing it, and then Miles is like, get, pulls his mask off, and he's like, don't do it, man, don't do it. As he's trying to tell him that he knows he's his relative. So then the guy just goes, what? And the next, pow! Kingpin shoots him. So oh no, there goes Prowler. Really, uncle of Miles Morales, and it was actually kind of sad. It's just like, ooh, damn. Because I liked it, because pretty much everyone else was like, I had an Uncle Ben, I had a this, I had a that, and I was like, you're all fucking lame. And literally, Miles is fucking, Uncle Ben is like Uncle fucking badass with a whole bunch of fucking kick ass gizmos and bikes and shit like that. It was fucking cool, I normally don't like crotch rockets, but Prowler had a pretty cool crotch rocket.
Yeah, the Prowler was actually originally invented by Todd McFarlane. That's why he looks so much like Spawn. That was actually the prototype for Spawn.
No way! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, cool as shit. Okay, no wonder I like both those characters really well.
Yeah.
Yes, I really like Spawn as a character because he's just a fucking badass, And I love the way that the costume looks.
Yeah.
Especially that it's like a symbiote thing, kind of like Venom.
Mm-hmm.
And Prowler, oh, fucking cool looking as all fuck. I like the Thunder Razor Claw gauntlets he has. This is really fucking cool. And every time Prowler would be around, you just hear like this crazy sound in the background. It was just really cool, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. And now I think they need something for Spawn. And in light of knowing this now I'm gonna have to start collecting Prowler comics as well as get my Spawn collection back up.
Just look for the old Spider-Man comics. Look for Amazing Spider-Man, like the old issues, like when Tommy D was still at the helm in the '90s when I was a kid.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah, that's the best time to read Marvel was right before shit went crazy in the '90s. Don't look at that. Don't even bother with that. Look for like the late '80s, early '90s when Tommy D was in control. That's when the comics were good. Anytime before '93.
Okay, I'll look into that because I've got I think I showed you guys off on camera my Spawn comic, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got that one. I've been trying to find the next installment where they've got like a big freaking one, and the only thing I found equivalent to that is the one that they did of Joker being a good guy. Okay, not I'm pretty sure they yelled at him for being Caucasian. Speaking of shitty comics, White Knight. And I was like, you got Spawn? Or like, no, we got this for the time being. I was like, I don't want that. I want Spawn. But the Spider-Verse thing was really neat. Really good, interesting not backstory. Really interesting mix of characters. Like the one thing I found funny until I didn't realize it until one of my buddies nudged me and was like, hey, you can only see in black and white. Is Spider-Man Noir. Like there's this scene where he's sitting there on a couch while everyone's sitting there at Aunt May's planning and how they're gonna, get rid of this particle collider and shit. And he's sitting there with a Rubik's Cube. And he's like, okay, this color's purple. No, it's not purple. Okay, it's blue. It's not blue. No, is it yellow? No, it's not yellow. Is it red? It's like sitting there guessing the colors of a Rubik's Cube because he can only see in black and white. It's funny as fuck.
Wow, this guy get annoying quick.
Oh, yeah. Although, I like this character. It's pretty neat looking. I mean, I like the style of duster that he wears. I mean, the backstory is kind of interesting, although I kind of thought it was like, I don't know. But, I think I'd have to read more comic books to get it because I'm somewhat new to the noir stuff, and after looking into what it had, I figured out why I'm like, really don't care about it. It's like, oh, yeah. I had that history taught to me as I was growing up in this fucking city. I'm not used to it being... Say what? Oh,
I got some of them done.
But yeah, I'm not used to it being called noir. I'm used to it being the tourist attraction.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, that's why I bypass this because I want to always talk about the mob, the mob, the mob, the mob.
Sometimes
Booga, booga,
bad,
booga.
they can't rap.
You know.
Yeah. Oh man, what time is it? 1:15.
Just about, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta hop out, guys. I'm starting to fall asleep here.
All right, no worries. But if I
think
find that
Sarah already
Spider-Man
did.
online, I'll send it to you because it's pretty interesting. Because
All right, definitely.
yeah, pretty. It's really, especially Aunt May. Aunt May is one of my favorite characters now just because he's an absolute badass in this movie because he's literally Spider-Man's alpha in whatever dimension Miles is, and it's fucking awesome.
All right, I definitely want to look at it. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. What are you guys doing during the day? But are you all gonna be around?
My brother's coming.
Awesome.
Around 2 or 3, I gotta be over at my aunt's, so
I'll be around.
I'll probably
All
be
right.
around at night, and then after that, I'll probably be driving a long way to get to some other relatives. Depending on what else going on, I'll find out tomorrow.
All right.
You know, try to figure that out.
All right. I'll hit you guys up then as soon as I
Yeah.
get up in the morning. If you're
Sure.
around, you're around. All right. Good night, guys.
Night's
All
good.
right, good night, Scoop.
I'll see you in the AM later.
See you then. Yeah, good Spider-Man movie. It's
Irving
pretty.
already fell out.
Yeah, he said he was gonna call it a night.
Oh, that means he's been drinking since probably like 11 a.m.
Oh yeah. He had his Christmas get up on, so I guess 'tis the season. It's all good. I don't know. We want to speak. Send us everyone else. I don't know, ladies. You want to go on for a little bit, or we want to wrap this up?
It's up to you, Puddin.
I'm fine.
Crap. I don't have a coin to toss. Fuck.
I'm sure you have. If you have a D20, high yes, low no.
You know, it's funny you say that. I was actually thinking that as a go-to. I go to whatchamacallit website for that, like I used to when Cephas and them would show up. All right,
Website.
Google that.
I'm fine. I'm not doing anything. We won't do ours till Christmas Day.
All right,
And
dice roller. Oh, I rolled a 9.
Well, fate told you.
All right. I guess we'll have it a little bit longer, then wrap it up.
So yeah, there's a bunch of presents that I still have to wrap. Some of them can't be wrapped; they need to go in bags.
I got most of my wrapping done. I just got to wrap a few more things, and that depends on which side of the family I'll be seeing. So I may or may not have some. Yeah, pretty much it. I got all my major ones done for my cousin. The only thing is Vern's gonna fucking kill.
Did you ever find those hatching things?
Oh yeah, you want to know what the funny thing was? I had a funny story about those things. Yeah, that weird fucking thing. No, I confused it with a different thing. Those little LOL surprise things. I thought it was like that hatching egg thing that was on TV. No, this is like a doll and a ball or some goofy shit.
Oh, those things. Stupid.
Yeah, it's funny because I grabbed like a whole display thinking it was just like a box to buy. So I asked one of the people working over to fucking Target. And I was like, "Hey, can I price check this?" And she's just looking up at me like, and suburbs, like you can have a fucking Target all the way over by the east side. So after she gets done with her fucking triggering and shit, and she goes and tells me those are sold individually, sir. I'm gonna have to ask you to put the display back. And I'm like, motherfucker. So I look like a dingus con, and I go and put the thing back. I grab 2 of them, like, all right, fuck it.
You grabbed the entire display.
Yes, it was this small. It was a small box that had a whole bunch of them in there. So I was like, okay, clunk, out of the next present. I just didn't know it was a display. It wasn't on a proper display. It was literally.
Okay, you are no longer allowed to go Christmas shopping by yourself. You are to from now on, have me in a hangout, have your camera on your phone, and let me see what the fuck you're doing.
Look,
No,
I'm normal.
no ifs, ands, or buts about this.
I'm normally not.
Just say yes, dear, and smile.
Why?
Just say yes, dear, and smile.
No, dear. I think I got this now that I know what the fuck I'm looking for.
You won't know what the fuck you're looking for next year.
Yeah, I'll go Google it or something. That's what I should have done in the first place after looking at this thing, and I went, oh fuck, I should have just Googled this goddamn thing. I appreciate it, but I'm certain I'm not that stupid. It's literally like I'm used to working at like the dollar store and the other places around the neighborhood where they have regular giant cardboard displays. You know, they literally had these things set up on the shelves by a price tag. So I'm just like, oh, okay, that's a good deal. $20 for the whole thing. Clunk.
Okay, so speaking of Christmas shopping, I went to Walmart this morning with my aunt. I had to buy a headlight for the car.
Mm.
And so I go and get the headlight, and I'm having to go past the toy section. And I always go and look to see if I see any Barbies that I think are going to be collectibles because, you know, as I've stated many times before, I collect Barbies. I saw this one that I thought it was cute. It's a music teacher Barbie, pretty much. I thought that was cute, so I took a picture of it. And then I looked over and I see, you know, it's Puppies on the Way Barbie. And it's got this, her dog, and when you move the dog's head, puppies pop out. And I'm thinking, okay, this dog is stationary. There's some sort of lever in the head that goes all the way down to this bed that the dog is standing on, and the puppies pop out the bottom of the bed. I pick it up. There's a hole in the belly of the dog. So I took a picture of it, and I went to my aunt who was in the exchange line because she needed to exchange something. And I showed her, and I was like, when I get the money, I got to get this. And she's like, why? I was like, because it's going to get pulled. I said, but Mattel is going to get complaints, and it's going to get pulled. I said, it's just going to be like the pregnant midge, which I have, you know, a pregnant midge where you actually take her pregnant belly off, and there's a newborn baby inside.
Cool.
Yeah, I got that like during the time that they were being pulled, and the store, it was the last one in the store, and I was like, yank. Didn't I send you eBay estimation?
Yeah, you were screen sharing as we were Googling this.
It's
worth money.
Yeah, nowadays, I think when I shared it then, it was worth like $350.
Yeah, and I my jaw dropped before and went straight to fucking hell because I was like, how in the flying fuck?
If you add up all the dolls that I showed you that I have and how much they're worth, and those are just what people are selling them for on eBay, I have enough to get up there, but I'm not selling all my Barbies.
Yeah, I don't want you to sell your Barbies either. Keep those for when you actually need them. I'm a big fan of collecting.
You're talking about how can a Barbie be that expensive? Dude, there are fucking Magic the Gathering cards that are worth like $10,000-$20,000.
Oh, I know. I
Black
see
Lotus
one, and I had to ask
is like
the guy.
$20,000 just for a card.
Yeah, there's a picture floating around on Facebook where this chick decided, I decided to, you know, spray paint my rims this glittery silver color. And I didn't have anything to guard the tires, so I used some old Magic cards. And this person goes, "Is that a Black Lotus I see?"
Yeah, that's the card I was
and he enlarges the image and shows it to her, and she's like, "Yeah, so." And he went on eBay and showed that one of them was being sold for like $100,000.
Yep.
And she's like, "Are you kidding me?" He's like, "You just fucked yourself."
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Like literally, there's last time I went to the card shop, people were talking about the Black Lotus and everything, and I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like it baffles me how expensive these damn cards are.
Hmm.
Crazy. And then the resale value. Holy shit.
Yeah. So you pay what? Couple what? $100 for a pack of cards, maybe something like that, or
It depends on where you go. I go to
yeah.
Walmart and get my cards.
And
I
then
got a
if you
couple
get
places I
lucky,
go to. They vary
Um,
anywhere from like $15 to like maybe $30.
so
my friend AJ got me this one card that's called Spank the Monkey. When you play the card, you can put it on a specific person, and before they start their turn, they have to say,
Thank the monkey.
no, they have to say, yes, sir, may I have another? Or else they have to
Uh,
discard a card from their hand or lose a life.
ouch.
And I mean, it's an artifact card, I do believe, and it has this little monkey on there with a red ass and a paddle. Yes, I have that card.
Nice. My favorite card from the joke series they did is Ass Whoop. I love that card with a passion because that's just fucking hysterical. In its absolute overpowered simplicity. You just sit there, pull that card, and go to any game at any table and go, I'm going to destroy this. You know, you can literally go and either win your game or you can just fuck someone over in their game for a favor. You know, you can literally pull some 4D chess with a whole bunch of ass whipping cards if you wanted to.
Don't tell my ex about that one. AJ's husband. Oh my god, he's already banned from playing with certain decks with me.
Oh, will do. Oh,
And I swear, if you do tell him about it, I'll beat your ass.
I probably won't. I keep Magic the Gathering secrets and that pretty close. I mean, I'm kind of surprised at how predatory nerds are. Like I thought, my guys from high school were predatory about that. Motherfucker. I ran into this fat bastard who was sitting there trying to be like a black market, like literal black market Magic the Gathering dealer.
now there are some cards that are banned from professional, like you go to professional tournaments and play. Like
Like
they
ass
are.
whooping.
I don't know which ones they are. We.
Oh, you're
When
not allowed to use the cards like Throne of Bone, um, Ivory Staff. You can't use those that gain you life no matter what.
Interesting.
I was
Ugh.
with dumbass who will not name again. I already name dropped him, but
Mm-hmm.
he was like teaching me before that shit went down, or trying to teach me. I'm more of I can learn by watching, but I also learn better by playing.
Yeah, you're
Like
a hands-on kind of person.
yeah. But I mean, I learn both ways. Like, but since I've never ever tried to play Magic the Gathering, with cards or online, I wouldn't even know where to start. Like, there's so much.
I tried to teach my aunt, and she's okay at it. I tried to teach my brother. He's like, I just want to play on my computer. Um, if I ever come out your way, because I do have family up there, I will. I'll stop by and I'll teach you.
Cool. I love to hang out with you, Tara. You're good people, man. You and Irving and Burnside and Scooby, like, everybody that's affiliated with us, like, they're good people and we're decent people.
How?
Like, they can, these people that are just going after us constantly, you know what, they could say whatever the fuck they want to, like, because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I know who I am. I know what I am.
Oh,
And
there.
they wouldn't face me in real life because I am the way I am online as I am in real life. I have no problem getting in somebody's face. I have no problem saying whatever comes to my mind. I am far from politically correct. I'm raw and unfiltered, and I'm
Just
not
like
gonna.
your cigarettes.
Well, no, my cigarettes are filtered.
Prove it. Send me a pack.
They're Marlboro Red 100s. They're filtered.
I like Marlboro Reds, but I prefer Pall Malls. They don't have as much saltpeter in them as the rest of the cigarettes do. That's what keeps it burning.
Yeah.
Nice.
Somebody asked, yeah, they do have a chemical in there. If you don't keep puffing on them, they will go out.
Yep. That's one thing I love about Pall Malls is that, I used to smoke while I would sew, and I'd be so intently sewing I'd forget about my cigarette. I look down and it's literally the same length as when I put it down.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Pall Malls are made by Philip Morris. Let's see.
That evil
Somebody
corporation.
asked me, huh?
So that evil corporation.
Well, R.J. Reynolds is in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. An hour and a half from where I live. I've been down to
Awesome.
Winston-Salem.
Let's go raid them, or we could always show them our titties for cigarettes.
Yeah. Philip Morris is in Virginia. Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Somebody asked me, is there a difference between the cigarettes, the taste? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can taste the difference between a Marlboro versus a Camel versus a Winston's versus Pall Malls. Like, man, my cosmetology teacher, Miss D, she smokes Misty Menthol Light 120s. That was like smoking 2 cigarettes in one. Like those motherfuckers are long.
Oh, so I asked for tried to bum a cigarette off of someone one time, and they gave me one of those Virginia Slims. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Was it Virginia Slim 120s?
Yeah, and she's like, it's a cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
I looked at it. I'm looking at this thing that looks like a coffee stirrer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this isn't a cigarette. It's a fucking toothpick.
Oh, those are the Virginia Slim Super Slims. Yeah. They also make Capris too. Capris are the real skinny ones too. It looks like a coffee.
She's like, you just don't know elegance. I was like, how much do you pay for these? She's like, I pay $9 a pack.
Yep.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yep. Last time I
lit it. I took what I consider a puff, and it went halfway down. I was like,
yeah. They are fucking crazy. Yeah.
I'm staring at it. I'm like, I took one puff and it goes halfway down. I'm using them to quit smoking. Like what you smoked before. Camels. At least you had decent coffin nails then. These ones aren't going to last. After a year, your coffin's going to fall apart and your body's going to be exposed to the elements and children are going to scream.
Oh, hell.
Let's see, when I was growing up, my parents had a beer store. So I had alcohol and cigarettes at my disposal, but I didn't start smoking. I'd smoke here and there when I was 18, but of course, I'm an adult, but my mom never wanted me to smoke. And she told me, if I ever catch you smoking, I'll make you smoke the whole pack in one sitting, and I'll make you eat the cigarette butts. And yeah, because my mom smoked 3 packs a day, Salem's menthols, because Salem's are menthols. She smoked 3 packs a day. She weighed less than 120
Jesus,
pounds.
does her voice sound like this now?
No, she quit 36 years ago. She quit in 82. She quit cold turkey. The doctor scared her enough. He's like, because I was born in 86. The doctor told her, you're not going to see your kids grown if you don't stop smoking. And that scared her enough
Mm.
to come home and break all her cigarettes that she had left. She quit cold turkey. But my mom weighed less than fucking 120 pounds soaking wet, if that. She was really skinny. Yeah. After having 4 kids already.
Nice.
And why she started smoking menthols, because that's what my dad smoked. My dad quit he quit 2 years before her. So he quit 38 years. He smoked Salem's. And when they went down to Florida, that was I guess, something about that the only cigarette they had, or the only ones that they could afford at the time. And that's why they were smoking them. And that's what my dad smoked all the time. But he smoked 2.5 packs a day. Mm-hmm.
So I never felt like my ex-husband.
All right, I'm gonna go wrap this up here.
Why are you putting a raincoat on? There's no point. I'm not there.
No, I mean, I'm gonna end the. Oh Christ! No, by the time you get here, I'm gonna have to replace all those. Yeah, I've got dust collecting on those.
But now my mom don't have any problems with me smoking. Well, she wants me to quit, but she'll still buy them for me, or I'll give her the money. Mom, you go buy my cigarettes. Yeah, are you going out? Yeah, here you go. Here's money. While you're out, give me some cigarettes.
That's cool of her. All right, yeah. Call this end of the show. I mean, we want to end with anything? Want to send any more reads out there for all our NPCs that are out there getting smacked around with the hammer of Sigmar?
To all the little NPCs, if you have any fucking questions that you want to be answered, and you want facts, and you want the truth, my DMs are always open. You can come see me. And to anybody else that has a fucking problem with me, you can go fuck yourselves, because I've done nothing but been your friend, and I know the term friend. I have been nothing but good to you, and yeah, I did. If you're going to keep treating me like I'm a doxer and shit like that, yeah, I've threatened to do it, but I'm not, because I'm not an NPC like you guys are. So, but anybody else that wants the truth, the unfiltered, raw truth, anything that happened went on behind the scenes, my DMs are open. Or you can call me on Discord here. That I have no problem talking on the phone. But if you're just wanting to just info mine and fucking just keep the shit going, fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I have no use for you. And just grow the fuck up. And yeah, I'm Queenie the Dick Doxer.
Dick Doxer. Dun dun dun. Alright.
All I have to say is most of you fuckers wouldn't know the truth if it was a snake and bit you in the fucking face.
Alright, that's a quick one. Mine's gonna be almost as quick. Please be gainfully employed. Go out there and it's the holidays. I know a lot of you guys have a lot of spare time to do all these 15,000-hour streams and hearsay and all that stuff, And you guys got a lot of time on your hands. You guys ever thought about getting seasonal work? Out of curiosity. Gainful employment is good employment.
Baby, they can't do seasonal work. They're migrant workers.
Migrant workers? No such thing. That's the thing we put on pikes. Migrant workers. Yeah, that's a good one. Migrant workers. Yeah. This ain't the 20s anymore. We don't have the Irish coming in from the famine.
Oh, I have one more thing to say before we go.
Sure,
and you want to sit here, they want to sit here and say, oh, this person lives with their mom, this person lives with their mom. Yeah, I do live with my mom for the time being, because I just moved home last year from California. Most of y'all will probably never leave your fucking state. And so what if I live with my mom for the time being? So what if Scooby lives with his mom? There are a lot of families, Italians, Mexicans, different, cultures where their families live in a big house or they live together. So It doesn't matter. You don't know my fucking situation. And at one point in time, you probably still live with your fucking mom, and you want to sit there and say, "Oh, I'm threatening kids." No, I'm not. They're fucking 19 and 20 years old. They're not fucking kids. They might be kids cognitively, but by law, they're fucking adults. So stop when you start fucking holding them responsible for the dumb shit that they've started, and it was them that fucking started it. Then we can fucking solve this fucking issue. But you're going to keep putting it on us or say we keep it going? No, I'm addressing it now, and this is the last time I'm going to fucking address it on air. Like, get a fucking life. Like, go out and fucking explore the world. This world's too big for y'all to be sitting on the fucking internet. Just keep this shit going. Grow the fuck up.
Mm-hmm. And on that, I'll guess I'll do the usual thing. A good buddy of mine, also from Canada. The thing that, what's your beef always end? Goodbye, everyone. And remember, go fuck yourself.